Hey Cavaliers, and I'm Ileana Klathis, and I'm here at the Open Pedal Farm. I talked to Rick Moreski about sustainable agriculture.
You know, a lot of what we're doing here is, experimenting with farming and trying some things out with people, and then seeing the results and trying to sell some vegetables.
We also talked to Rebecca Lane about the Sustainable Agriculture program here on campus.
I teach the introduction course in Principles of Sustainable Market Farming. I'm also teaching a community gardens class and several sections of environmental science.
I started doing landscaping for a year with a friend, and then this job came up. So, I was already a market farmer and was kind of doing some other stuff, like I was doing some tilling work for people because I had a tractor. So anyway, this job came up and I thought that'd be really fun, so it has been, and I've been doing this for 6 years now.
So we have quite a few brand new classes in sustainable agriculture right now. We have a soils management class. We have a sustainable food systems, which is more about how the community food system works right from the beginning to how it's farmed to how it's transported and ultimately gets to consumers. We have some cool courses like value-added production, which is about learning how to take a product and make it even more valuable for marketing.
A lot of reasons why people would want to take this class. We usually have about 15 students in the class, and they range really from ages, 65, 70 to 21. So it's quite remarkable, really.
Well, our students in sustainable agriculture have always been really super passionate about sustainable farming, so they're a really fun group to have. The discussions are always really exciting there. And I think one of the things I've generally heard from people that come from the class is that they've really benefited from each other. The students are probably my favorite thing about the program. Our students are people that I know are making changes, and watching them go on and be a part of this movement of sustainable food in our community is just amazing.
So one of the things that they have done recently is they're doing more no-till in commercial agriculture, but they don't till, but they go through and use Roundup, and they use Roundup ready crops and things like that. So that still the whole production cycle of making these fertilizers and then the release of Roundup into the atmosphere both cause climate change.
I think it's becoming even more vital right now. One of the reasons is that a lot of farmers are retiring. The average age of a farmer is over 55, and so there's really a need right now for young farmers, and there's definitely a need when it comes to sustainable farming. We have climate change going on, we've got situations where we have energy limitations, and we have issues with food security right in our own community. And so I think knowing about these things and being able to change these things is valuable for all of us. Some of the things that anybody could do is think about where your food comes from. So doing things like buying locally helps support the sustainability of food and also helps your community long-term have local food security. So knowing what's happened to your food is really important. But you can also do things like growing your own garden at home. And the value in that is that, instead of your standard non-native grass lawn, we actually have a situation where we're making food and it doesn't have to go long distances, and we know where it comes from.
Just by the fact that you're going to JCCC, you're helping a little bit, because this school is dedicated to kind of solving some problems.
Well, we do have a lot of environmental issues that are happening right now, and I think everybody has a role in that, no matter what they plan on doing with their lives. So everybody individually, your influence adds up. And so if we each do a little bit towards moving to make things better, that's how we start to see change.
I hope you learned something today, because I did. I'm Ileana Klathis with Cav Media.